Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high of 112k. Is Bitcoin about to break out and absolutely explode, or is it just a fake out and are we in for a bit more sideways action before we do get a breakout? Well, today I'm going to break that down for you and give you my overall thoughts on the market and give you a couple sleeper altcoin picks as well. I want to start off by taking a look at CoinMarketCap. Now, when we have a look at the top gainers for the day, we can actually see that the top gainers being Pudgy Penguins, Dog with Cat, and also Pepe Coin, and as well as Fart Coin. The meme coins are taking the center stage right now. This is an extremely bullish sign because whenever meme coins take off, it normally indicates the start of a bigger upwards trend. When we look at our last two big impulses in the market, it's always started with meme coins running first. So this is a bullish signal for me. But when we take a look at the Bitcoin chart, we do have a few bearish signs here. And the first bearish sign is, even though we technically made a new all-time high by a few dollars, we didn't get a true breakout and follow through. And we're actually currently seeing a rejection from that all-time high. And when we look at our momentum waves on the daily, we are quite overbought, as well as having our money flow actually coming out of Bitcoin, which is a very bearish sign. And when we actually start to zoom in on some lower time frames, like the 4-hour chart, we are actually printing a red dot on this momentum wave that is massively overbought. So I would be expecting some sort of correction in the short term. And this is why I've actually entered into a short trade. And this here is actually the short position that I have got set up at the moment with a risk to reward ratio of 5.6, which is quite good. And my stop loss just above the all-time high. And this is going to be a trade that I'm going to be looking to hold for a little while, because what I did is I actually went and back tested these red dots here that were above the 60 line, and the majority of these red dots, I would say about 80%, actually played out in a significant way. So we look at this red dot up here, we had a sizable correction of about, let's measure this out, 3%. With leverage that becomes 30. Previous red dot here, this one was a bit less, but we still did see a bit of downwards action, 1.8%. And the one before that, which was above the zero line, was actually quite a big move down. So going from the red dot, so about here, we actually saw about an 8% correction. So this is why I'm taking that trade. If we do break out and we do make a higher high, then it's going to stop me out of that position for a small loss. But if these red dots do play out, then we're likely going to see some more downside in the short term. Now, a very important chart that I want to take a look at is going to be the total free, because this is going to show the strength of the altcoin market. Now, we've been essentially making this ascending triangle pattern for the last few years now, and we're getting near the apex of that triangle where it has to come to a decision. Is the market going to break up, or is the market going to break down? Now, being in a bull run, I would expect that these altcoins are going to break to the upside and put in a significant move. And you can normally get the target by measuring from the high to the low, and that would actually give us a breakout target of around $5 trillion for the altcoin market, which would be absolutely massive. Now, another very important chart to take a look at is going to be the Bitcoin dominance. Now, when the Bitcoin dominance is going up, for those that don't know, Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins. And when the dominance is typically going down, this is when your altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. And when the most euphoric part of the market cycle is where you're going to get the most gains from your altcoin. Now, when we have a look at this chart, we can see something very interesting, but we're actually printing a bearish divergence. So as the price action is going up, our RSI is actually going down, and this is indicating a loss of strength and momentum in this move, meaning that we are likely going to get a reversal very soon. And it's at this point that we see this reversal in the RSI is when our altcoins are going to absolutely explode, and you're going to get 10, 20, 30 extra returns from some of your altcoins. Now, the question is, what altcoins would I be accumulating right now? Well, the first coin I would be looking at would actually be Virtual's Protocol. The reason I like this coin is because it's the leading AI and AI agents coin right now, which has been one of the hottest narratives in 2025. And with a market cap of only 1 billion, this coin is extremely small. Compare it to something like XRP, which has a market cap of around 80 to 85 billion at the moment. So you could see the potential upside a coin like this has. However, that is a bit more of a risky play. But if you just want something super safe and you're just looking for like a 5 or 10x, you can't go wrong with a coin like Chainlink. Chainlink is one of the main infrastructure coins. They're the leading oracle, and all of these layer 1 blockchains get their price feeds from Chainlink's technology. And with a market cap of $9 billion, I could see it easily reaching 90 to 100 billion, doing an easy 10x from here, which would put it over $100 a coin. And I think this is one of the safest picks you could go for this bull run. Another coin that I really like at the moment is going to be Polygon-matic. It is because Ethereum has massively underperformed, but I'm expecting Ethereum to make up a lot of those gains and start moving very rapidly very soon as we start to kick off the alt season, as Ethereum is the second largest altcoin. Now, when Ethereum starts to move, I expect a lot of these layer 2s like Polygon or Arbitrum to really start moving as well alongside Ethereum. Now, Polygon used to be a top 10 project, currently ranked about 40 at the moment. This coin is extremely undervalued, and I could see it reaching the top 20 once again and making back a lot of those gains as Ethereum really starts to move. I really think a lot of the hype around layer 2s has really died down, but as we start this altcoin season, I believe that it is going to make a comeback, and a lot of layer 2s are actually going to outperform a lot of other coins, which is why I think Polygon, being the largest layer 2, is going to be a very safe pick to have in your portfolio. Now, I do have some low cap altcoins that I think could do a 20, 30 or even 50x, but I do keep those private for the people who do purchase my top 10 picks. If you'd like to, the link is in the description. But besides that, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in some one-on-one coaching with me to learn how to trade or how to invest, just message me on social media or send me an email and I'll get back to you guys.
Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novogratz say we have bottomed out, Novogratz is bullish. Bottomed out, don't ever rise is deadish.
Bearish target 13 times though.
Novogratz is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.